Hello, and welcome to Wags and Whiskers. We're a new informative program on WTVC, brought to you by the Miami County Animal Shelter and Troy Animal Hospital. My name is Marcia Doncaster, and I'm the director of the Miami County Animal Shelter. With me today is Thor. Thor is a 4-year-old German Shepherd dog who's a rescue, and now he's my best friend and sidekick. On today's episode, we're going to be learning a little bit about the Miami County Animal Shelter, and I'd like to share with you a little bit about who we are and what we do. We're located at 1110 North County Road 25A in Troy, Ohio. That's at the north end of the county fairgrounds, so we're easy to find. We've got a sign out front, and you should be able to see us. Our hours are Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. till 4 p.m., Wednesday from 8 a.m. till 6 p.m. and Saturday from 8 until noon if you would like to come out on a Saturday. Our building was built in 1971 by the Humane Society, which they donated to us shortly after that. The facility currently has 28 dog kennels. They're indoor-outdoor kennels, so the dogs can go in and out, give them a little bit more room. We have a room especially for cats where we have 12 cat and kitten cages in there. And we can also let them loose in there sometimes if people want to go in and visit with them. We are a county government owned and operated facility, but some people think we're part of the general fund, and we're not. We are funded entirely on our own, and we're funded by dog license, fines, adoptions, and donations. So every little bit helps. Our dog license this year is $14. And that's for dogs renewal that you would have to have by the end of January, or if you just get a new dog within 30 days, or if you are new to the state, you have 30 days to get a license from them. All dogs in the state of Ohio must be licensed. That is according to Ohio Revised Code. If you don't do this and get the license on time, the state does impose a penalty, so the license would in fact double to $28. So it's good that you get your license as soon as possible. Our staff consists of 4 full-time animal control officers, 1 part-time animal control officer, and we have a part-time kennel clerk, kennel attendant and clerk, so she does handle both the office and the kennel areas. Some of the duties of our animal control officers, they check for dog license to make sure everybody is current. They respond to calls that come in from concerned people regarding stray dogs. Maybe they've seen a sick or injured dog, or they're concerned about one thing or another, so we do have them respond to those calls. Our officers investigate reports of animal abuse and neglect. Anytime that we do get calls on those, if someone's mistreating the dog or not taking care of a dog, we do go out on those. They also investigate dog bites. If someone has been bitten by a dog or has seen it, we do have them go out and do investigations. They then issue warnings or citations for violations of the Ohio Revised Code, which would include anything from your dog running loose to not having a tag to abuse and neglect. After hours, we have 1 animal control officer that's on duty 24/7, rain or shine, and that's for emergency calls only. Emergency calls consist of injured, sick, aggressive stray dogs, specifically stray dogs. If you do see something like that, after our regular business hours, you could call 911 and give them the information. Make sure you give all the details that you can, and that would include the location of where you saw this, the type of animal, if you know the breed, the color, what the incident was, any details you can give. The more details you can give someone, the better it's going to be, and it would be easier for us to go out, because sometimes it's in the middle of the night and we need just about anything we can to try to help. Just a little bit about what happens when a dog comes in to the shelter as a stray, and that's if whether or not we pick them up as stray or if you find one and bring it in to the shelter. What we do then is the first thing we do is scan it to see if there's a microchip. If there's a microchip number, then we then contact the microchip company. We get the information, the owner's name, address, phone number, make sure we've got the right dog and information. And then we call the number that we have to try to make sure that we let them know that we have their dog. If they have any other form of identification, their dog license, just an ID tag, whatever, we go ahead and try to contact them from the information on that. If they still don't have anything, we go to our lost and found list that we have, and we try to match up what we have there. Our lost and found list is for anybody that either has lost a pet or has found a pet. You can call and give us the information and as to what you've either found or lost, and that would be, there again, any information you could give. We can go ahead and take that and we match that up, whether we have something lost or something found, and we do reunite a lot of dogs with their owners just from the information that is given to us about a lost and found animal. If we still can't find anything on the lost and found list, there's no identification or anything like that, we give every dog coming into the shelter a vaccine of either, or consisting both of a Bordetella injection, nasal injection, which is for kennel cough, and then a distemper vaccine. So this is to give them a little boost of staying healthy. By law, if a dog is wearing a dog tag, we have to keep them for 14 days, giving the owner a chance to come in and reclaim their dog. If they're not wearing a license, we have to hold them for 3 business days. During that holding period, if you are interested in a dog and want to check them out, or maybe possibly even adopt them, you can come in and fill out a temporary adoption application. What we do then is we hold on to these, and if the dog is not reclaimed during that period, then we go through the applications and we match up the best possible adopter with that pet. But we do have to hold those dogs to make sure that we give the owner enough time to come in and possibly reclaim their dog. Just so you know, in 2015, we had almost 900 dogs come into the shelter and almost 1,400 cats come into the shelter, which is a lot for our county. But to our credit, we did have an overall adoption rate for 2015 of over 94%. So that is a lot of dogs being either reunited with their owners or finding new forever homes. Our main goal at the shelter is that every dog that comes in there is either reunited with their owner or we find a new home for them. And a lot of this is accomplished through improvements that have been made at the shelter or is going to be made. Some of the accomplishments that have already been made is we have an outdoor fenced-in play area for the dogs, where if someone's interested in adopting, they can go out, we can take the dogs out there with them, and it's a little bit more natural setting. They can see what the dog's like in an environment that would be closer to their home environment. We also have our volunteers take them out, play with them, gets them out of their kennel, and it keeps them socialized. And a dog that is well socialized is going to be a lot easier to adopt than one who is confined in an area all the time. Another improvement that we made is we have an indoor private area that we call our little meet and greet area. If the weather's bad or if you just want to have a little bit of quiet time with the dog, we do have that area, and we can bring them in there, and you can see what they're like, play with them there. Also, if you already have a dog, then what you can do is you can bring your dog in and see how it is. We actually recommend that you bring your dog in and see how both dogs are going to act together. Because the last thing we want you to do is to adopt a dog, get it home, and find out they don't get along with, either they don't get along with your dog or your dog doesn't get along with the new dog. So if we do this before the adoption is placed, then it's a lot better off for everybody. It's less stress on everybody and the dog. We also have a volunteer program that we started, and for those of you that are 16 and older, you can either go online and pull a volunteer application, or you can come into the shelter, fill out a volunteer application, and get signed up to come in and help with the animals, keeping them socialized, playing with them. In the summertime, then we would recommend or possibly say that you could bathe them and groom them a little bit. So those are just some of the new programs that we've had, or new things that we've had going on. And we certainly couldn't make these improvements without your help and donations of either supplies for the shelter or monetary donations. If you'd like a complete list of or a copy of our wish list, you can go to our website and pull one down. That's where you would also find our volunteer application and a temporary adoption application. So please be sure that you go there. While you're there, check out some pictures of our cute dogs and cats that are available for adoption. We have put them on at least every day or every other day. Also, those pictures can be found on the WOTVC's website, so you can check that out also. So, well, that about does it for today. I want to thank everyone for tuning in, and I hope you stay tuned for future programs. That would include some of the other topics that we're going to be covering. Is going to be our adoption process, how to choose the right dog, possibly some training tips, some health tips, and other topics. We haven't really figured out what we're going to do yet since we're so new, but we hope you stay tuned to it, and I appreciate you watching. And remember, don't pity a shelter dog, adopt one. Isn't that right, Thor? Yes? Okay, well, he's not going to tell me this time. So everybody take care, and we'll see you soon.